The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for attending today's webinar. Today's webinar topic is on updating your practice IT. Our host today is Beanstalk Computing. Jason Brooks, the CEO and founder, will be providing all of the material that we'll be covering this afternoon. So again, thanks for joining us. Everybody's muted during the webinar just to make sure we don't have any background noise. And if you have any questions along the way, please type your questions into the GoToWebinar tool, and then we'll go ahead and answer them at the end of the presentation. Another note here, Beanstalk Computing is offering all physician partner members a 1-hour free consultation. It's no obligation to come in and assess your practice IT. We'll go ahead and send out this gift certificate to everybody that's attended today so that you can contact Beanstalk Computing and Jason Brooks directly. With that, I'm going to hand it over to you, Jason. Jason, thanks for presenting today.
Thank you. All right, good afternoon, everyone. Again, this is Jason Brooks with Beanstalk Computing, and just wanted to start by giving you a little bit of a background about the history and how I began my career. So I went to school at UC Santa Barbara, in which I graduated in 2000 with a degree in probability and statistics. I feel that math and statistics directly correlate to the problem-solving skills required for computers. It's all math, it's all ones and zeros. And during my college years, I actually started up a computer repair business helping other students with their computer needs, as well as interning at a computer shop where I was upgrading, repairing, and building custom computers. Some of my peers called me Data, Data from Star Trek, how his hands, if you look at his hands when he's working, he can work at 1,000 miles a minute, because I would build 3 or 4 computers at once and just knock them out real quick. Since then, I've been in the IT industry since 2000 now professionally, so about 15 years. And I worked at several startups in the Bay Area for about 6 years before moving down to San Diego. And in 2006, I started Beanstalk Computing, and I've been working almost 10 years in my own business. I have a passion for music, travel, and technology, and everything Microsoft. I actually just came back from the Microsoft Worldwide Partner Conference in Orlando, which I learned a lot about the future of Microsoft and their vision. And I'm also a dad. I'm a new dad, 2-year-old son, having his birthday party this weekend. So here is the brochure the top of our brochure, and as you can see, hassle-free IT, and that's one of our mottos. We want to provide you with premium IT services at a competitive price that's hassle-free. And to explain that a little further, here's a quick video.
Running your business with as little downtime as possible may seem like a pipe dream to some, but we're here to make IT happen. We understand the rigors of looming deadlines and the fact that in business, your most pressing worry shouldn't be whether or not your computers are working. That's where we come in. Our experienced team gets the job done with a cheery manner and no-nonsense explanations. The truth is, we love what we do and enjoy helping people. Our engineers will convey the problem to you in a language you actually understand and find the most effective, affordable solutions. We take care of your IT so that you can focus on what you do best. We can often prevent problems even before they occur by proactively monitoring your network. We understand how important it is for business to run smoothly. When IT problems occur, it can be disastrous to your business. We can help you get up and running again in no time. In fact, we respond to our clients' requests within 1 hour, guaranteed. We pride ourselves in customer service. If you're not 100% satisfied, you can request your money back. Call us now, and we can provide you a free network audit to help you better your use of technology, secure your network, and improve the efficiency of your staff free of charge.
Thank you. Okay, so now we're going to go through some information about some upcoming and important things, such as Windows XP, the operating system that was one of the most popular operating systems Microsoft has made, is now 13 years old, and as a matter of fact, we talked about this in one of our previous webinars. That operating system is now, as of last year, no longer supported by Microsoft. And because of that, it is no longer HIPAA compliant. So the easiest way to tell what operating system you have on your computer is to click on the Start button, and then right-click on Computer or My Computer and select Properties. From there, you can tell if you have Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows 8, or 8.1. But in regards to XP, Microsoft, what that means by Microsoft no longer supporting it is they no longer are providing critical or security updates to that software. Because of that, it's much easier for viruses and malware to attack your system, and there's a lot of security concerns. Most antivirus softwares don't even run on Windows XP anymore. There's limited antivirus support. And in general, we recommend upgrading a computer every 2 to 3 years to the newest version of Windows. Windows 10 is actually going to be coming out in 1 week. We'll talk about that in a little while. So reduce your risks and avoid headaches by staying up to date with new software. Another thing that you should be aware of is Office 2003 has been end-of-lifed as well. So that's the applications such as Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Outlook that's on your PC. We're talking about the PC version here. So if you're running Office 2003 still, and you can find that out just by simply opening up Word or Excel, and during that splash screen right when it's opening up, it'll say what version of Office you're running. If you do notice you're running Office 2003, then you do want to make sure you get that upgraded. Since then, we've had Office 2007, 2010, 2013, and right around the corner is Office 2016 for PC. Now, Microsoft did change the file format that Office uses in Office 2007. So if you're still using Office 2003, unless you have an add-on, you're going to have a challenging time opening up modern Word and Excel files. Another important thing that actually just happened is Microsoft Server 2003 was just end-of-lifed earlier this month. That's the operating system that will be running your server if you have a server in your environment, and it is now supported and not HIPAA compliant. We actually have most of our clients off of Server 2003 now and on to the newest version of Server 2012 R2, with Server 2016 coming out next year. But for now, Server 2012 R2 is the most recent version, and that's what we recommend. And again, you may not know what you have, so that's where we'd like to remind you that we are offering a free network analysis to help you understand how to better use of technology, make sure you're not using out-of-date products, that HIPAA compliance, and improving the efficiency of your staff.
Jason, if I may, I just wanted to jump in 1 second here. If a medical practice, from your opinion, is running multiple computers, let's say they've got 5 or 6 computers in the office, what are the odds that they're running some form of Microsoft Server?
Typically, we generally see offices only really at about 10 users is when you may need a server. When it's 5 or 6, you may not have one. You may be just sharing files out or applications out from another computer or using some sort of cloud solution, and you may not even have a server at that small of an office.
Great, thank you.
So the next topic will be there's a big upgrade coming out here in just 1 week from today, and that is the new Windows 10 operating system from Microsoft. And as I said, I just came back from the Microsoft Worldwide Partner Conference where they did a great demo, and I'm already running this operating system on some of my computers. I think this is going to be a huge success. I know a lot of people were in the business world, especially, we're hesitant to upgrade to Windows 8.1 or 8, and have kept with Windows 7. Windows 10, I think, is going to be a big success, and I see a lot of our clients moving to that. One of the main reasons is Windows 8 was so drastically different and not really designed for business that it was really designed around touch and a tablet interface. They've gone back to, as you can see in this picture, they've brought back a new start button. So just like in Windows 7, you have that familiar start button where you can access all your applications, and then you also have the new what are called universal apps. And if you look on the right side of the start button there, you'll see all those tile icons. That's what you may be used to in Windows 8. So it's a merger of the two operating systems that can work in either type of scenario. A couple unique things about Windows 10 is that I like are universal apps. So a developer can write an app once, and your practice can use that app on any type of device. So that same application can run on a phone, a tablet, a laptop, a desktop, a small Internet of Things device, all the way up to Microsoft's HoloLens, which is their holographic computing device, or a large conference room device that they call the Service Hub. All of these devices will be able to run that same application. So comparing that to like an Apple ecosystem where you would have to have an application that runs on your Mac, and that would be a different application that would run on your iPad, and that would be a different application that would be running on your iPhone. So in this situation, that same app runs anywhere. Another unique feature is Cortana, which is your personal voice assistant, where you can actually just talk to your computer. And like, let's say you want to look up a PowerPoint slide you worked on. You could literally just with natural voice say, "Hey Cortana, look up a PowerPoint slide I worked on last week that was related to this client," and she'll pull that up for you. Or you can just ask her simple questions like you would on your phone, like, "What's the weather going to be like tomorrow?" or "What's on my calendar tomorrow?" So you can interact with the computer with your voice, with touch, with a pen, with the traditional keyboard and mouse, and all that is real simple and easy to use with Windows 10. So Windows 10 is actually going to, the even better thing about Windows 10 is it's going to be a free upgrade. And that means that, to be clear, it's free for existing computers that want to do that within the first year. So before July 29th of next year, you can get that free upgrade. Now, I do want to warn you that if you're in a business environment, you want to look to your IT department to help assist with any upgrades that you're going to do. But if for your personal computers or your home computers, I would highly recommend you take advantage of that. You already have, if you look in your taskbar, you'll notice on the top left picture here, the very left icon is what looks like a Windows flag with four pieces in it. That is the icon you can click on right now that will give you will allow you to get that upgrade to Windows 10. It'll allow you to reserve that upgrade. Sometime after July 29th, that upgrade will indicate that it's ready to be installed. Here are some of the things I've been talking about. Reserve your free upgrade with that icon. It doesn't mean you have to do that upgrade, it just reserves that upgrade, and then sometime in the next couple weeks that upgrade will be ready to install. And one thing I want to point out is, unlike past upgrades from like Windows 7 to Windows 8, this is unique where it actually does a fresh installation of a new copy of Windows 10. The nice thing about that is if you've had any slowness with your computer, registry errors or corruption or issues on your existing computer, those will all go away with this upgrade. It'll do a fresh install of Windows 10, then reinstall all of your applications, reset up all your desktop icons, and keep all your documents. You won't lose anything. It'll look and feel as if it was the same computer. It just does, and it takes about 15 to 30 minutes, so it's a real quick upgrade. On a modern computer, on an older computer, it may take up to an hour. Once that year is up, you can still purchase an upgrade to Windows 10. The retail pricing will be as it is now, $120 for home or $200 for the professional edition, which would be needed for a business environment.
So, Jason, real quick, if they do it within this time period, then they're not going to have to pay a year down the road, correct?
Correct. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, what this means is within the first year you're allowed to upgrade for free, but that upgrade, as long as you keep that computer you've upgraded it on, you will always be able to use that. There will never be any charges in the future.
Thank you.
This graph just shows which versions of Windows are available to upgrade to Windows 10. It will be either Windows 7 or Windows 8.1. You may get either home or professional depending on which version you're upgrading from, and this graph will indicate what version you get. So what's the reality? The reality is that operating systems and computers are just like everything else we use every day. After some time, things start to break down, work differently than before, need to be replaced, etc. That's where Beanstalk Computing can come in and manage and maintain your computer network. We offer a monthly managed support contract where we will, on a regular basis, on 24/7, manage your computers, make sure that the Windows updates and security updates are up to date for not just the Microsoft operating system, but all of your applications as well, all of your Java and Adobe and Flash updates. We will manage and make sure your computers are performing up to date. We also include things like our cloud antivirus solution, where we will manage your cloud, or it will track your viruses and keep your desktops in the most efficient manner. On another note, we have a unique solution that we call Effortless Office. And this actually brings your whole infrastructure into the cloud. This is hosted desktops, hosted servers, hosted email and applications. So what that means is this is great for offices that have HIPAA compliant concerns, if they have multiple offices that have remote workers that need to get back into their office and work. How this works is you actually connect to your Windows computer in the cloud. You don't need all that infrastructure is gone from your local network. You can just have any smart device can connect you back to your desktop that we host in our data center, whether it's a PC, a Mac, a phone, a tablet. Any device can connect back to your Windows computer in the cloud, where you will have access to all of your applications, your servers, and your data in our secure cloud environment. Now, on top of that, all of the support is included, 24/7 support. So this is a set monthly fee. It really will simplify your network because you no longer have to have those servers and desktops and equipment in your environment. You can literally just have what are called a thin client, which is a device that is a simple device that just connects you back to our data center in the cloud, where you can launch and gain access to your information and your desktop. Next, we'll show a quick video on explaining that further.
Businesses face many challenges in today's rapidly changing technological environment. Traditionally, business owners had to work with multiple companies to meet their IT needs, which only added to their frustrations. But what if you didn't have to go the traditional route? What if you could go the effortless way? Introducing Effortless Office, delivered by Beanstalk Computing. Imagine having the benefits of having one company to manage your entire infrastructure in your own private cloud. Don't waste any more time worrying about your infrastructure. Effortless Office takes care of everything, so you don't have to worry about or even think about your IT systems any longer. Wasted time due to broken hardware, data theft, crippling viruses, and lack of IT support are a thing of the past. Effortless Office provides you a solution that makes doing business effortless. Contact us today and understand the true meaning of conducting worry and hassle-free business from your own private cloud.
Great. So we're going to move on to another recent update for anyone that is using a Mac product, and like we're actually hosting them on the computer right now for this webinar. Since Microsoft Office has not been updated on the Macs for quite some time. Office 2011 has been the version that Mac has had for the last 5 years, and just available today. If you're using Office 365, which is the subscription solution from Microsoft, then you can, for free, upgrade to the newest version of Office 2016 for Mac. And this version, so if you're already using Office on a PC or on an iPad, you'll find yourself right at home in Office 2016 for Mac. It works the way you expect, with a familiar ribbon interface and powerful task panes. Mac users appreciate the modernized Office experience and the integration of Mac capabilities like full screen view and multi-touch gestures. Full Retina display support, your Office documents look sharper and more vibrant than ever. So it's available today for Office 365 subscribers, or available as a standalone package in September. Let me talk a little bit about Office 365 if you don't already know what that is. That's a cloud-based solution from Microsoft that's broken up into either home or business. For a home package, it's a great deal for you and your family, where for $99 a year, you get 5 copies of Microsoft Office for PC and Mac. This is Office Pro Plus, which is their most premium version of Office. It's a $400 package. So you're getting $2,000 worth of software for $99 a year. It also gives you a few other things like international Skype call minutes and OneDrive for sharing your data and putting your documents in the cloud. So for home users, great deal. For the business world, Office 365 offers both products and services. So you can have the Office applications, you can have hosted Exchange, which is a great way which is an email solution from Microsoft, which has a lot of powerful benefits versus your basic email solutions. It can include things like Skype for Business, which is a private for your company way to instant message between your employees. So instead of going to email and having to draft an email, you can quickly IM someone, or even call them with audio or a video call, share your screen and things like that. You can even use Skype for Business as your full phone system. So you can either have a soft phone built into your computer or actually have handsets and use it as a traditional phone system. So the next thing I'd like to just bring your attention is, earlier this year I went to the Consumer Electronics Show, and there were two laptops that really stood out to me. One is the Dell XPS 13, a new laptop from Dell. The most striking thing about this is the screen. There is absolutely no bezel. So the size of you get a 13-inch screen and a 12-inch laptop. Basically, if you look at this laptop, it's the exact same size as a MacBook Air 11, but has a 13-inch screen in it. So amazing technology there. The other one that I really enjoyed was the Lenovo Levy Z. This is the world's lightest 13-inch laptop. I picked this thing up at CES, and I thought it was a mock-up or fake. I mean, it was literally, I felt like it was going to fall up out of my hands. Yeah, I mean, so this thing weighs 1.7 pounds for the 13-inch computer, a full pound lighter than the MacBook Air. So that comes, we're coming to the end of our webinar here, and I just wanted to provide you with my contact info and remind you of the gift certificate. So you can use this gift certificate in one of two ways. One would be if you just want us to come in and fix a problem, we can do that. The other thing, of course, is to provide you a free network audit, which we can go through as well. And I'd like to up that offer and offer you both. So if you would like to, we can offer you up to 2 hours with 1 hour of a network audit and 1 hour to work on a small issue that you may be having. And we'd like to have that offer doubled for you for PRC members.
That's great, Jason. Thanks for doing that. And if you have any questions, send them through. I know there's some questions that may have already arrived, and we'll get to those here on the next slide here. So we're going to stop the screen sharing and move over to questions. Let's see here. Okay. And questions, here we go. Somebody just mentioned the audio keeps cutting in and out. I'm really sorry about that. We've been having some internet issues here at our admin offices here, so apologize for the audio connection cutting out on the webinar. Everybody will get the slides that were used today, so you'll have those to reference, and we'll also hopefully be able to tune up the audio recording. If there's any questions that you have afterwards, of course, you can reach out to Jason directly, and he'll be happy to take care of you. If there's any questions that anybody has about anything at all, please type them through. I'll also note that we've been using and working with Beanstalk now for almost about 2 years, I would say. Did move our office over to the Office 365 business platform. We have the Exchange calendar and email, and all of our software stays up to date automatically with that stuff, correct?
That is right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been great not to have to be concerned with having the latest version of Office, or if the calendar invite that you send will be compliant and yep. received by somebody else. So I can definitely attest to how Office 365 has streamlined our business very much. One other note here I want to point out for medical practices, and I know that you work with some of them, Jason. As far as being HIPAA compliant, can you kind of go into some other areas that HIPAA compliance could be an issue outside of maybe the Windows XP or the server? What about like the local area network and things like that?
Yeah, so in general, HIPAA compliance is related to security. So some of the things we would provide in our audit, but some tips would be making sure two strong things we want to start with is making sure you have a modern and powerful firewall that protects your network as a whole. That's the device that blocks hackers from getting into your network. And two, having a good antivirus software on each of the computers. Another hot topic would be wireless or Wi-Fi access. If you provide wireless access to your guests, you really need to isolate that wireless network so that those people have no way of getting into your internal network. And we offer solutions that can make sure that wireless network is for your guests is isolated. And your wireless technology in general changes drastically every 6 months or so. So that is something that you want to make sure you keep up to date with.
Another question here. You mentioned work with managed services where practices can kind of almost have you on retainer, if you will. Do you offer the same 1 hour response time for clients that work with you ad hoc? Maybe they only need to see you like 4 or 5 times a year, but then an issue pops up. How does that work as far as response time goes?
Yeah, our response time is 1 hour guaranteed for people that have managed service contracts. If you the other way you can work with us is on a break fix solution where you just call us in as needed. We typically will get back to you same day on that, typically within an hour or two. So we're pretty good at getting, especially if it's an emergency, getting that taken care of that same day.
And you also have an exclusive rate for members of Physician Partners through the Physician Resource Center, and that rate is exclusive. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we offer a significant discount on our managed service contract and our hourly rates. If you want to find out more about that, please do reach out to me and we can discuss our rates and how we can work with you.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much, Jason, for hosting today. It's a lot of valuable information that you provided. Again, everybody that's attended will receive some PDF slides as well as links to the videos.
Okay.
And again, you can reach out to Jason directly with any questions that you may have. So thank you very much for attending, and thank you again, Jason.
Thanks.
Have a good day, everyone.
Bye-bye now.